Top 10 NBA players that hurt fans. Basketball is a game of glory and heartbreak. Stars who rose to greatness only to be undone by fragile knees, brittle ankles, or cruel twists of fate. They didn't just lose games, they broke the hearts of millions who believed in them. Let's watch the top 10 NBA players who hurt fans the most. Not because of failure, but because of what could have been. Number 10. Shaun Livingston, the survivor's tale. In 2004, the Clippers drafted Shaun Livingston straight out of high school. At 6'7", he was billed as the next Magic Johnson, a guard with size, vision, and grace. He showed early flashes of brilliance. But on February 26, 2007, disaster struck. A missed layup turned into one of the most gruesome injuries in sports history. A dislocated knee, torn ACL, torn PCL, torn meniscus, dislocated kneecap, and tibia damage, all in a single moment. His leg bent in ways no human leg should. Fans weren't sure if he'd ever walk normally again, let alone play. Yet Livingston rewrote his destiny. After years of rehab, he returned as a steady, reliable role player. With the Warriors dynasty, he won 3 championships, his mid-range jumper becoming a weapon off the bench. For fans, his comeback was redemption. Still, they couldn't help but wonder, if that knee never shattered, what kind of star would Shaun Livingston have become? Number 9. Amare Stoudemire, power and fragility. They called him Stat, standing tall and talented. From the moment Amare Stoudemire entered the NBA in 2002, he was a wrecking ball at the rim. Rookie of the Year, 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA selection. Alongside Steve Nash, Amare made Phoenix a contender with his rim-rattling dunks and ferocious energy. But beneath that power was fragility. Knee injuries mounted, and in 2009, a detached retina threatened not just his career, but his vision. Stoudemire returned with protective goggles, forever a reminder of how close he came to losing it all. Even after signing with New York in 2010 and carrying the Knicks back into the spotlight, his body never fully held up. Microfracture surgeries drained his explosiveness. Fans adored his fire, but they knew, without injuries, Amare Stoudemire could have been one of the greatest forwards the game has ever seen. Number 8. Chris Webber, the unfinished masterpiece. Chris Webber was built to dominate, a 6'10" forward with passing skills that rivaled guards. Webber became the centerpiece of the Sacramento Kings' golden era. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, and the heart of the most exciting team of the early 2000s. But knee injuries slowed him down. After averaging 27 points and 11 rebounds in 2001, he never regained that form consistently. The wear and tear chipped away at his explosiveness, and fans watched helplessly as his prime slipped away. The ultimate heartbreak came in the 2002 Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. A controversial series many believe cost Sacramento a title. For Webber, it became the defining what if. Fans still picture the dominant playmaker he once was, but the masterpiece was never finished. His knees stole chapters from a career that could have redefined the power forward position forever. Number 7. Tracy McGrady, the magician with a broken back. Tracy McGrady, or T-Mac, was an artist on the court, a 2-time scoring champion, 7-time All-Star, and one of the most unstoppable offensive forces of his generation. He averaged over 30 points per game in 2003, blending smooth handles with effortless scoring. But his body betrayed him. Chronic back spasms began in the mid-2000s, sometimes so severe he had to be carried off the court. In Houston, paired with Yao Ming, fans dreamed of deep playoff runs. Instead, McGrady missed key stretches, and the Rockets repeatedly fell short. The cruelest twist? Despite his brilliance, T-Mac never advanced past the first round of the playoffs during his prime years. Fans watched as his shoulders slumped, his explosiveness faded, and the magic slipped away. Even as a Hall of Famer, McGrady himself admitted through tears, "I didn't live up to my potential." Fans knew it wasn't his fault, it was fate's. Number 6. Yao Ming, the tower that fell too soon. At 7'6", Yao Ming wasn't just a player, he was a phenomenon. Drafted first overall in 2002, Yao became the face of global basketball, carrying the hopes of China while dominating the NBA. An 8-time All-Star, he averaged 19 points and 9 rebounds for his career, but his towering frame carried too much weight. Stress fractures in his feet and ankles became relentless. Between 2006 and 2011, he missed more games than he played. The Rockets never got to see a fully healthy Yao alongside McGrady in the playoffs. In 2011, at just 30 years old, Yao retired. For Houston fans, it was devastation. For Chinese fans, it was heartbreak on a global scale. Shaquille O'Neal once said Yao had the talent to be one of the top 5 centers ever. Fans knew it too, but his body wouldn't let it happen. Number 5, Bill Walton, the body that betrayed him. Bill Walton was a basketball genius. A UCLA legend under John Wooden, he entered the NBA and quickly became a force. In 1977, he led the Portland Trail Blazers to their first and only championship, winning Finals MVP. A year later, he was league MVP. But Walton's body crumbled. Chronic foot and ankle problems plagued his career. He played just 468 games out of a possible 148. In total, he underwent an estimated 37 surgeries. When healthy, Walton showed glimpses of brilliance again, notably as 6th Man of the Year for the Celtics in 1986. But those flashes were rare, and fans were left yearning for what could have been. If not for injuries, Bill Walton could have rivaled the greatest centers in NBA history. Instead, he became the greatest case of what if the league has ever seen. Number 4, Brandon Roy, the star who faded too soon. In Portland, hope had a name: Brandon Roy. Drafted in 2006, he quickly became Rookie of the Year and a 3-time All-Star. A versatile guard who averaged nearly 20 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds across his first 5 seasons, Roy was a superstar in the making. But from college, his knees were ticking time bombs. By 2011, the cartilage in both knees had deteriorated beyond repair. Surgeries offered only temporary relief. Fans will never forget Roy's heroic 2011 playoff performance against Dallas, when he dropped 18 points in the 4th quarter just days after surgery. But it was his last true moment of brilliance. By age 27, Roy was forced into retirement. For Blazers fans, it was déjà vu. Another star extinguished too early, leaving only the memory of what could have been. Number 3, Grant Hill, the superstar that injuries stole. Grant Hill entered the league in 1994 as the heir apparent to Michael Jordan. A 6'8" forward with guard skills, Hill averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in his first 6 seasons. He was a 6-time All-Star by age 28, and fans believed he would be the face of the NBA. But in 2000, a sprained ankle turned catastrophic. Mismanaged recovery led to multiple surgeries and even a life-threatening staph infection. Hill missed the entire 2003-04 season and never fully regained his superstar form. Though he reinvented himself as a reliable role player later in his career, fans knew he was destined for more. MVPs, championships, perhaps a place among the greatest forwards ever. Grant Hill's story remains one of basketball's cruelest heartbreaks, a legend stolen by fragile ankles. Number 2, Penny Hardaway, the magic that vanished. In the mid-1990s, Penny Hardaway looked like the future. A 6 and 7-point guard with dazzling handles, vision, and creativity. Alongside Shaquille O'Neal, he led Orlando to the 1995 Finals, earned 4 All-Star selections, and twice made All-NBA First Team. But knee injuries hit him early and hit him hard. By his late 20s, Penny had lost the explosiveness that made him special. Rehab after rehab, setback after setback, fans watched helplessly as a generational talent slipped away. Shaq himself admitted Penny was the most talented teammate he ever had. Fans believed Penny could have been an all-time great. Instead, he became one of basketball's most painful what-ifs, a career that faded almost as quickly as it shined. Number 1, Derrick Rose, the MVP that time stole. In 2011, Derrick Rose became the youngest MVP in NBA history at just 22 years old. Chicago's hometown hero, he was electrifying, averaging 25 points and 7 assists while leading the Bulls to 62 wins. Fans saw the next Jordan. Championships felt inevitable. Then came April 28, 2012, Game 1 of the playoffs. Rose drove to the basket, landed awkwardly, and tore his ACL. A city fell silent. A dynasty shattered. Rose fought back, returning again and again, but injuries piled up. Torn meniscus, ankle issues, setbacks that robbed him of his prime explosiveness. Though he had shining moments later, including a 50-point game in 2018, he never returned to MVP form. When Rose retired in 2024, tributes poured in. In January 2025, the Bulls retired his jersey. Chicago adorned a park with 100,000 roses in his honor, a final testament to the player who gave them hope and the heartbreak of what might have been. If you felt the chills of these players, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon so you never miss another deep dive, and give this video a like. And which player hurt you the most as a fan? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading every one of them.